So they lined Kamala right up for an early Thanksgiving apology tour.
The outcome of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. But I am proud of the race we ran. You knocked on doors. You called friends. You called in favors. You said, hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office. And I know this is an uncertain time. I'm clear-eyed about that. I know you're clear-eyed about it. And it feels heavy. And I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Where's the joy? Yes, it does feel like she's repeating a mantra to herself in the mirror.
It's a very difficult time in the United States. Americans are very uninformed about reality, what's really going on. With climate change, Ukraine, Israel, you name it, all the biggest topics in the world.
Now to CNN, where Scott Jennings, as the token conservative, continues to embarrass the lefty losers.
I heard what you're saying about X. I saw a survey this week. It's now the most ideologically balanced user platform.
Scott, stop. It's too early. I just sat down. I've only been here for 2 minutes.
You cannot continue to say that.
You cannot say that.
So
that's not the case. Who's the source of that?
What I find, we reported it on this network.
It's not accurate, and you know it.
Okay, I'll let you make your statement.
All that work that you did that was about engaging with other people, engaging with perfect strangers and in their face seeing a neighbor, that has lasting effect. It reminds people that there are leaders like you who care and will bring us together.
You lost.
And sometimes in the darkest moments, people lose faith in that.
Every swing state.
Are there people out there that feel that way? And you reminded people that yes, there are. And there are a lot of us.
Please.
And that strength cannot be taken from us.
Oh.
That is our strength. It cannot be taken from us.
Wow. She started off trying to be Obama in a pantsuit, and she's like a bad Oprah by the end of it. Oh, she's got more.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Back at you, brother. You are such an extraordinary leader, and we have become lifelong friends. I just, in front of everyone, I want to thank you, Tim. You lead with courage. You lead with heart.
You've never seen anyone look more defeated while telling you, don't be defeated. You just have as much as... But I saw an AI version of this where it was the exact same footage today, but they'd put in a bottle of alcohol into her hand. So the whole address, she's saying, they can't take your power away from you. But she does seem her normal word salad self. A lot of people were speculating as to whether she's had a few sherbets before. This is the first time she's surfaced since the defeat.
We also learned how fake the polling was. The Kamala campaign admitted they were never ahead, ever.
Look at this, the party ID among those who regularly use X/Twitter for news. Back in 2022, 65% of those who regularly use Twitter/X for news were Democrats. Just 31% were Republicans. Look at where we are today. Just a completely different picture. Now it's basically split between Democrats at 48%, Republicans at 47%. And what I should note, Mr. Berman, is this new overall makeup matches the overall electorate far better.
Democrats still outnumber Republicans on X, but it's some sort of far-right site. I mean, people who spew that nonsense obviously have zero experience on social media, or they're just dishonest.
The root of this mistake actually came very early on. They didn't run a process. They made an excuse of $317 million in the kitty. They kept the same campaign manager and said, we will anoint this faulted, broken candidate who was inconsequential in her vice presidency, lost in 2019, as you detailed, complete loser in 2020, never could articulate anything, had no compassion for people, And her own advocates, let's not forget this. I remember the minute this happened, I was in Europe. She went on to The View. All those women wanted her to win. They threw her a softball. They threw her a second softball. She was so weak as a candidate, she couldn't even answer that she would do something different. It ricocheted around the world. She was finished.
Well, let me
They
go.
will never do that again.
We didn't get the breaks we needed on election day. There was the Biden-Trump 1.0, which is obviously pretty catastrophic in terms of where the race stood. When we got in, my recollection is some of that snapped back, but we were behind. I mean, I think it surprised people because there was these public polls that came out in late September, early October, showing us with leads that we never saw.
Kamala's internals never had her in the lead, but they were telling donors they were going to win. They just needed more money.
And our understanding that the strength of our country will be a function of our willingness to put in the work, and that we will do that work with a sense of joy, yes, with a sense of work ethic and understanding it's going to be hard, but it's good work. It's good work to be engaged in a collective fight for America's future.
But Kamala thinks she's safe. She's been burning up the phones from her Hawaiian vacation, telling donors she's ready to get back in the fight for 28. And the donors are like, are you kidding me?
I think this disqualifies her forever. Forever. If you can't run a campaign, you can't run America. So the same thing is going to follow Harris for the rest of her career. She cannot be trusted with the money. And the donors are going to be like, where is this money?
And sometimes in the darkest moments, people lose faith in that. Are there people out there that feel that way? And you reminded people that yes, there are. And there are a lot of us. And that strength cannot be taken from us. That is our strength. It cannot be taken from us. So listen, as I said the day after the election, I still strongly believe the light of America's promise will burn bright as long as we never give up and we keep fighting.
But Biden's still getting most of the blame. Not for destroying the country and putting the Democrats on a path to disaster. No, they just think he should have dropped out sooner. Biden not taking any blame at all. He's acting like he won. The lame ducks letting Ukraine fire our missiles into Russia. Scranton Joe's even lost Michael Moore. Quote, seriously, this is your legacy? This is how you want to go out in a blaze of horror? Like if Joe's got to go, we all got to go with him? Right into World War III? We're hearing rumblings in Democrat circles that it's gotten so bad that Bernie Sanders is thinking about officially leaving and starting a third party. James Carville says Democrats are living in the dark.
In my opinion, everybody else is living in the dark. So when you live in the dark, what do? You try to turn the light on. I mean, turn on the flashlight. Let's see where because we just stumbling around, hitting walls, tripping over furniture. And let's see how we get there. I don't know anybody that really knows this. People will call me and say, do this or do that. But I'm trying to find the light switch here, dude. And I can't, the wall is blank right now, but we are fooling around in the dark here. That I know.
But as you've heard me say many times, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And in doing our work, we will remain committed. And I thank you all. I thank you all. We are all in this together. All right? We are all in this together. And on this practical eve of Thanksgiving, I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving with the ability and to find the ability at this moment to just remember there is so much to be thankful for. We are powerful, those of us who love our country, and we got a lot of work to do.